Hello and welcome to today's Hatha Yoga class. Hope everybody is well, healthy and happy. And we've survived another attack of 2020, the local fires. I don't know from where you are watching, but I live in South Irvine and our sky is blue again and the air is pretty clear. So it seems like the fires are somewhat under control. And I think we're moving forward and up from here. Let's sit comfortable, maybe in a cross-legged position, maybe in a different position for you, whatever works well, and begin moving. Let's just warm up slowly by rotating the shoulders forward, up and back, and then back up and forward. Let's do some circles with the face, or if you can, bigger head and neck rotations. And the opposite direction. And then sitting still for a moment. Close your eyes. Let's do a simple breathing practice to just get us situated, get us grounded on the mat. Let's inhale for a count of 3, exhale for a count of 6. Deep and slow inhalations and exhalations. And then letting go of your count. Maybe you notice already a little bit more peace, a little bit more quiet in your mind, just by sitting on your yoga mat and doing a simple breathing practice. Let's also form an affirmation for yourself. The affirmation can be a well wish just for yourself. It is so easy, natural for most of us to wish those we like and we love well, and oftentimes we forget ourselves. So it's about you, a well wish for yourself. You can begin with I hope for, I pray for, I wish for. Make it a simple phrase and mentally repeat it 3 times. And then letting it go, may the higher will be done. Let's bring the left hand down on the floor, the right arm out and up and over, bending sideways. Bending your left elbow, allowing gravity to help you with that stretch. And let's do the opposite side. Maybe you can easily bring your forearm down. Maybe it works better on one side than the other. That's oftentimes the case. And coming up, bring the hands to the waist. We'll do some Sufi circles, meaning circling the torso, really stretching the lower back. 3 times in each direction. Reaching around the back, clasping your hands with the inhalation, gently arching back. With the exhalation, bending forward, lifting your arms behind you, guiding your forehead towards or onto the mat. And lowering the arms onto your back, inhaling up, sitting with a straight back, eyes closed for a moment. And let's stand up. Moving to our Tadasana, the straight mountain pose. Feet hip width apart, lifting the toes up, fanning the toes out. Place them down. One hand on the belly, one hand on the lower back, lifting the front, pushing on the lower back. And lifting the arms up, palms facing up, and the arms slightly back. And down to your side. When the pinkies touch, turn the palms in. The head sticks out, 2 fingers gently pushing the chin back, lengthening your spine, head and neck. Close your eyes, make a mental note of your pose, Tadasana. And also begin with 5 full yoga breaths. Inhaling through the nose with the exhalation, bending forward. Hands towards your feet. And inhaling, tracing a line with your fingertips along your spine, up onto the toes into a V. Timing your movement with your breath. And let's one more time, stretching up, filling the lungs with oxygen, onto the heels, arms down to the side, back to Tadasana. With the arms are in the front, just rotate the shoulders one time, forward, up and back. Pausing with the eyes closed. For the half moon pose, bringing the ankles closer together, unless balance is an issue, then keep them apart. Arms up with an inhalation, left hand in front of the right, stretching up onto the heels and sideways to your left. And use your left hand to bring that upper arm, the right arm, and shoulder back so that you're tilted over sideways. Strength and courage fill my body cells. And inhaling up, let's do the other side right away. So switching hands, back hand forward. For the next inhalation, again coming up on the toes, onto the heels and sideways to your right. Now you can use your right hand to bring that upper arm and shoulder back. And releasing, inhaling up, stretching on the toes, reaching up onto the heels, arms to the side, back to Tadasana, pausing with eyes closed. And separate the feet nice and wide, in steps parallel to each other, hands at the waist. Let's do some circles for the torso, 3 times in each direction. Loosening and warming up the lower back, as well as the back of the knees. And the opposite direction. And for the center unicorn, clasping your hands, and with your hands clasped, try to bring your palms together as well. And stretches the shoulders a little bit more. Inhaling, arching back with the exhalation, bending forward, lifting your arms behind you. And see if you can relax the kneecaps and the thigh muscles. Breathing deeply while you hold the pose. Keep your head down, torso down, lower the arms onto the back, sliding the hands down your legs. And see if you can hold on to either your ankles or your toes, big toes. 2 fingers around the big toe, capping with a thumb. Forming a mudra, an energy lock. Lifting your head, looking up, arching your spine. And with the next exhalation, lower your head down. With the inhalation, sliding the Hands and arms up your legs. Hands at the waist as you arch back. Stepping your feet in. Arms to the side and pause. Let's do an eagle pose, starting with weight on the left leg. Wrapping your right foot around, gazing at a focal point at eye level or above. Left arm on top of the right, elbows bent, palms touching. And then bring the elbows away from you and slightly up. Increasing the stretch across the upper back and shoulders. In the center of life's storms, I stand serene is the affirmation. If you like an advanced variation, you can just squat down, bending your knees a little more, coming down to a squat. And then back up, untwisting the arms, uncrossing your legs, pausing with eyes closed. Moving on to the other side, weight onto the right, wrapping your left leg around, right arm on top, elbows bent, elbows away from you and slightly up. Feeling a nice stretch across the upper back and shoulders. Squatting if you like, gazing at that focal point. In the center of life's storms, I stand serene. Untwisting arms, uncrossing legs, pausing with eyes closed. We always allow some time between poses, sometimes between a sequence of poses, to have the benefits of your poses sink in so that you feel the inner and the outer benefits. We'll do a warrior sequence. Stepping to the front of the mat, hands at the waist. We begin with warrior one. There's warrior one, warrior two, and warrior three. Stepping back with the right leg. For warrior one, you can have the heel of your back leg up in the air or swivel down to the side. So whatever feels more comfortable. I prefer to have it up in the air, having the left knee bent, ideally kind of a right angle or close to that. Back leg is reasonably straight, arms up by the ears. It's a great, strong warrior pose, warrior one. Now, if you like, you can bring your palms together, shift your focal point from straight ahead to the ceiling, and arch back for a backward bend. Still a warrior one variation. Moving to warrior two. So bring the hands to the chest and to the waist. Swivel the heel of the right leg down. Make sure you maintain that lunge in the left. Bringing the right arm back. And the left arm forward. Looking past your outstretched left hand. Warrior three is a balance pose. So you want to cartwheel your hands and your arms forward to your forward leg, to your left leg. Lifting your right leg behind you. Fixating your eyes at a focal point on the floor. And if you like, bringing the arms up, out from the shoulders to flying bird variation. Arms are out like a T. To come out slowly, standing up, setting your right foot down, hands to the chest. Double inhale, double exhale, or breathe deeply. And for the other side, stepping back with the left leg. Warrior one. Making sure that bent knee, that lunge, is above the ankle or above the heel. Arms up with an inhalation. And bring your palms together, arching back. Maintain the lunge. And for warrior two, swivel the heel of the left foot down, maintaining the lunge, bringing the left arm back and right arm forward, looking past the outstretched right fingertips. Ready for warrior three? Cartwheeling the hands down to your right foot, finding your balance, lifting your left leg behind you. Arms out from your shoulders if you like. There are many arm variations for this balance pose in the warrior three. You can have your hands at the chest in pranam too. Or have the arms alongside your outstretched leg or in front of you. And to come out, slowly lower your foot. Double inhale, double exhale, breathe deeply. Pausing with eyes closed. For Lord Nataraj, the dancing Lord pose, it's another balance pose. Weight onto the left leg. You can bend your right knee, reaching back, holding onto your right foot. And then bring that leg back so that your knee is next to the other knee. Bringing the left arm up. And at the same time, as you stretch up the leg behind you. Inhale, and with the exhalation, bending forward, keeping that focal point at eye level or above. And before you come out, let's do another stretch, reaching up and pulling up the leg behind you, releasing, hands to the chest, breathing deeply. From the other side, weight onto the right, holding your left ankle or foot and bring that knee back next to the other knee. Right arm is up, stretching up as you inhale. And with the exhalation, lifting the leg behind you and your arm in front of you, parallel to the floor, looking past your outstretched hand. To come out, reaching up again, pulling that leg up behind you for another stretch. Releasing, hands to the chest, breathing deeply. And let's do an extended side triangle, separating the feet, nice and wide. Arms up, palms down. Bring your left foot out at an angle, straight away from you. And reaching to the left, reach, reach, reach. Lower your hand might be at your shin, might be at your ankle, or might be at the floor. Opposite arm up. Looking up past your outstretched hand. For the next inhalation, reaching that arm up just a little higher, stretching more, and bring it close to the ear, parallel to the floor. And lower the arm down, bring the hand to the waist, bending your left knee, coming up. Hands at the waist, bring the left foot forward and the right foot out. Arms up, parallel to the floor, reaching to the right. And bringing your hand down wherever it comfortably can be placed, opposite arm up. And see if you can look up past your outstretched hand. And reaching up a little higher, so you inhale with your exhalation. Bring the arm close to the ear, parallel to the floor. Lower the arm, bring the hand to the waist, bending the right knee, coming up, toes forward. And let's move into a standing star pose. Arms out again, but this time palms facing up. And bring the arms back a little bit, lifting your sternum. And close your eyes or gaze straight ahead. For the side triangle, bring your left hand down, your right arm up, pointing up, looking up past your outstretched hand. And moving back to the star pose for another couple of breaths. And onto the other side, right arm down, left arm up, looking up. And lowering your hands to the waist, stepping your feet together. Arms to the side, pausing with eyes closed. And stepping to the front of the mat. With the inhalation, lifting the arms up, coming up onto the toes, reaching up. And with the exhalation, bring the arms out to the side and behind you like a swan dive. And coming onto the heels, bending forward, and just hang there. In the forward bend, you can move your arms, sway your arms, move your hips from side to side, add a little movement to this forward bend. Then holding still, relaxing your head. Reaching around the back, clasping your hands behind the back. If you can bring your palms together as well. Lifting the arms up, guiding your torso and your head closer to your legs. And lowering the arms onto your back, sliding your hands down your legs. Place them next to your feet and stepping back to a downward dog. So left foot back and right foot back. For the downward dog, it's important that your fingers are spread wide. There's a lot of weight on your hands and wrists, so you want to have your fingers and your hands engaged. Feet are about hip width apart or closer together, whatever is comfortable for you. Take a deep inhalation. And so you exhale, stretching your chest towards the knees. And And let's lift the left leg up. Bending your knee that's up in the air and opening the hip to the left. This is called the three-legged dog pose. Maintain your strength by keeping your supporting limbs straight and strong. Great strength building pose. Let's add another challenge. Bring that left knee to the left elbow. Engaging the abdominal muscles, the core muscles. And bring it back up one more time. And lower your left foot and raise the right. Right leg up, bending the knee up in the air, opening the hip to the right. And right knee to right elbow. Lower leg is parallel to the floor, just hovering in the air. Just for a couple seconds, and back up. And lowering your foot. Lower the knees onto the mat, stretching yourself back, sitting on your heels, forward on the mat. For extended child's pose. Pausing for a moment, breathing deeply. And let's come up onto hands and knees for cat and cow. Again, the fingers are spread, so the hands are engaged. Knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Rounding your spine like an angry cat with the inhalation, sagging down and looking up. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, looking up. And again, exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, looking up. And keeping the spine straight, straighten your right leg and your left arm. So your arm and your leg are approximately parallel to the floor. So your arm is up by your ear. We need some balance, so gaze at a focal point on the mat. It helps. And slowly release. Let's look at this other side. Left leg straight and right arm straight. Looking down. And lowering down slowly. One more cat-cow movement. Exhaling, rounding your spine. Inhaling, sagging down, looking up. The next exhalation, curling the toes under and coming back up into a downward dog. Take time adjusting. If you like, you can pedal your feet, stretching the calves. It feels really nice. Stretching the area behind the knees. Yogis believe that's where we carry a lot of nervous tension. Let's move to high plank. Make sure the fingers are spread wide, hands are engaged for high plank pose. Gazing down, tightening the core muscles, tightening the tummy that protects the lower back. Great weight bearing pose, very strengthening. And take an inhalation. With the exhalation, letting the thighs and the hips, the tops of the feet come down, bending your elbows for cobra pose as much as you need to, gazing up and stretching the shoulders down away from the ears. I rise joyfully to meet each new opportunity. And let's just lower down halfway until you can release your hands, clasping the hands behind the back. And try with clasped hands to bring the palms together as well. As you lift your arms, lifting the torso just a little more, gazing straight ahead. If you like, you can lift the legs as well. And slowly lowering down, releasing your hands, right cheek on the mat, and pause. Let's roll over onto the back. And we'll do figure 4 or the eye of the needle pose. Placing the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Reaching down, holding on to your right knee. So if there's a lot of tension, maybe you want to hold on behind your thigh. If you're quite flexible, hold onto the kneecap. And pointing that knee that you're holding straight up to the ceiling. So if we lean to the left, there's not a lot of stretch there. Straight up to the ceiling, trying to guide the legs closer to the torso. And relax the shoulders down towards the mat. Breathing deeply. There's always hip tension. Deep breaths. Visualize melting tension away with each breath. And let's release your hold. Lower your left leg and bring your right ankle on top of the left thigh. Everything on the other side. Holding onto the left leg, either behind the thigh or at your kneecap. If you hold onto the shin, again, there's not a lot of release of tension, not a big stretch there. So you want to bring your hands up higher to the kneecap area. And make sure that bent knee is pointing straight up to the ceiling. And releasing your hold. Let's set the feet down onto the mat. And lifting the hips up. Clasping the hands underneath and lifting one shoulder up at a time, tucking your shoulder blades closer together. And lifting the hips up high. The knees are only hip width apart. And slowly lowering down. Now hugging the knees, bring the knees close to the chest. You can roll from side to side or make circles for the knees. And we're getting ready to do some simple inverted poses. With the inhalation, lifting the legs up. And rotating feet and ankles a few times in each direction. And with some momentum, bringing your legs over your hip, lifting your hips with your hands into a simple inverted pose. Legs are relaxed. The weight of your lower body is resting in the palms of your hands and on your elbows. The affirmation is awake, my sleeping power is awake.
Now it's your choice to stay here or move to a shoulder stand by slowly walking your hands further up your back. And the closer your elbows are together behind your back, the easier it is to hold your inversions. And lower the legs to a parallel plow. Stretch the arms out behind you, palms and forearms flat on the mat. For a full plow, bringing the toes down onto the floor. And the arms around your head, encircling your head like a halo. Look at your closer, bending your knees by your ears. And have your arms behind your back, palms flat on the mat. You do a different arm variation that you love. And coming back to a plow or parallel plow. And let's do an advanced shoulder stand by clasping your hands, making sure to bring your arms and your shoulders as close together as you can. And then using the strength of your core, lifting both legs simultaneously back to a shoulder stand. To come out, you can either bridge out one leg at a time or roll down bone by bone. Let's bring the knees to the chest, arms out from your shoulders like a T. Take a deep inhalation. With the exhalation, keep the knees and legs together. Roll over onto the left, inhaling back up to the center and rolling to the right. Moving back and forth a few times with your breath. Then lower your legs for a brief savasana, either lying down on your back straight or keeping your knees bent. Bring the soles of your feet together, opening the knees to the outside. Let them just fall open. Right hand on the navel, left hand on the heart. Or lying straight with your arms by your side. Breathing deeply. And bring your attention back, guiding your knees together. If your legs are straight, just hug your knees again. And rolling from tailbone to the head, back and forth. A few times until you come up to the seated position. Set the legs straight in front of us for posterior stretch with the inhalation lifting up, stretching up, and with the exhalation bending forward. Let's do that a couple more times. Reaching up, the goal is to get up a little higher and stretch a little further. And exhaling forward. And one more time, inhaling up. And Exhaling down, let's do a variation first. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right leg or right foot, wherever you are with your hand. Bring the opposite arm behind you. Looking back past your outstretched hand. And slowly bring the left hand back to the outside of the right leg or foot and bring your right arm back. And bring your arm forward, holding on where you comfortably can. Take a deep inhalation. And as you exhale, melt into your posterior stretch pose. With the affirmation, I am safe, I am sound, all good things come to me, they bring me peace. With the next inhalation, releasing, sliding back up. Pausing for a moment with your hands on your thighs, eyes closed. Move to the boat pose. So bending your knees, lifting the lower legs. So the lower legs up are parallel to the floor. Getting used to balancing on the tailbone area. Arms outstretched next to your legs. And when you're ready, start straightening the legs and leaning back. Pulling the shoulders back, but the back's not rounded. Aiming for having the feet at the same height as the hip. And slowly lower the legs, sitting up. Pausing again, eyes closed, hands on the thighs. Let's do tabletop next. Bring left hand back and right hand back. Fingers towards your body. Bending your knees, feet are about hip width apart. Lifting your hips up. And if comfortable, letting your head hang down or just hold it up or keep it in line with your spine. And slowly lower your hips down, sitting back in between your hands. Relaxing the arms, hands on the thigh, eyes closed, and pause. Forehead to the knee, keeping your right leg out, bring the left leg in. Let's reach out with the inhalation, stretching up high, stretching your spine, shoulders, arms. With the exhalation, leaning forward, leading with your chest, holding on where you comfortably can. Left and right and all around, life's harmonies are mine, is the affirmation. Let's release as you inhale, keeping your leg outstretched, hands on the thigh, pausing for a moment. Variation, bending that right leg, holding onto your foot with both hands, gazing at a focal point, kind of towards the ceiling at the upper part of your wall, and lifting your leg up. Those sit bones are firmly pressed into the mat.
Bending your knees, setting your heel down, straighten your leg. And let's do the other side. Right leg in, left leg out. Inhaling, reaching up, stretching up. And with the exhalation, bending forward. Releasing the pose as you inhale, sitting back up. And then for the variation, bending your knee, holding onto your foot. Gazing at that focal point and lifting the leg up. Bending your knees, slowly lower. Straighten both legs. We'll do an incline plane. Left hand back and right hand back. And as always, you can make fists or do the pose on your forearms if you have wrist problems. Lifting the hips up. Head can be relaxed back, let it hang back, or hold it in line with your spine. Slowly lower down. We'll do a side plank as well. Remember, you always can use the lower leg. Keep it on the mat with a bent knee for support, or stacking one foot on top of the other. I'm on my left hand, so using the right hand to come up into position, and take time. Right hand to the waist. Pick your focal point, and when you're still, lifting your arm up. With the inhalation, reaching up a little higher, and bring that arm close to the ear. Lower the right hand, help it to bring your hips down and move to the other side. Always take time before you lift your arm, making sure the body is still. You have a focal point, finding your balance. Reaching up a little higher, bring the arm close to the ear. And slowly coming out, sitting down and lying down, lying on your back. You can bring your knees in one more time, hugging your knees, rolling from side to side, or making circles with the knees, whatever feels right on your back. And let's do a couple rounds of asanas from the back. We inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, making a hush sound, making the exhalation twice as long as the inhalation. And it's an audible breath. And you're at home at your place, so just kind of make it as loud as you like. Let's begin with the left side. Inhaling up, arm and leg. Exhaling, hushing the breath out slowly. Right arm and right leg up. Both arms and both legs. Expelling all the stale air out of your lungs. One more round left. And right.
arms, both legs. And we're getting ready for deep relaxation. If your body calls for another movement, please do what you need to do. Be comfortable. Deep relaxation is a conscious process of relaxing the body part by part. Try to keep your mind engaged in this process to gain all the benefits. Lying on your back, arms by your side, palms facing up. And you can tense arms and legs, lift them off the floor an inch or 5 inches, and then let them just plop down. If it doesn't feel right, do it again until it does. You can curl your head up, lifting your head, lengthening your spine with your head and neck, and let it come down. Push your elbows into the mat, lifting your chest a little bit. Try to tuck your shoulder blades down and closer together. And then beginning by seeing, feeling, or imagining a soft, white, mist-like light entering your room and surrounding your beautiful physical body. This light lifts you up and it feels like you're floating on a cloud. Invite this light to enter the toes of your left foot, toe by toe. Filling your arch, heel, ankle, left lower leg, knee, thigh, and hip. Your left leg is completely relaxed. Now guide this light into the toes of your right foot, toe by toe. Right arch, heel, ankle, lower leg, knee, thigh, and hip. Both legs are completely relaxed. They feel hollow. Now guide this light into your torso, entering your abdomen, your stomach, your chest. Bring it deeper inside of you, touching your internal organs with this healing light. Moving up, encircling your beautiful heart. Expanding out and filling your whole chest with this healing white light. Now guiding this light into your back, relaxing away tension from your lower back. Moving into the middle part and all the way up into your upper back. Relaxing all tension away with each breath more and more. Now guide this light into the fingers of your left hand, into your left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. Into your right hand, right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. This peaceful light moves into your neck and throat, like a wave flowing into your face. Relaxing your jaw, filling mouth and lips. Enters your nose, your cheeks, fills your ears, touches your temples, moves into your eyes and into your forehead. This peaceful light moves inside your head, inside your brain, melting away thoughts and feelings. It leaves your body through your head, once more surrounding you. expanding out and filling your room with your peace. Expanding out further and leaving your room. Your peaceful light of consciousness moves through your city, over houses and trees, over oceans, mountains and continents, into space, to infinity, keeping you completely relaxed and completely in peace. Enjoy this peace. Enjoy. Gently preparing to guide your consciousness back. Bring it back over houses and trees, back into your room, into your physical form. Vitalized energy and consciousness enters your head, fills your brain, moves down into your face, feel it behind your eyes. Allow it to move down into your neck and throat, into your shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers. Vitalized energy and consciousness fills your torso from your chest into your stomach, down to the hips, thighs, lower legs, feet, and toes. Time to move and wiggle fingers and toes. Let's bring the arms up. Double inhale, stretching up. And double exhale, relax down. And let's do that one more time. Double inhale, intense. And double exhale, relax. Energized, revitalized, and relaxed through Hatha Yoga, deep relaxation. You can roll over onto your favorite side. Just lie there for a moment longer with your knees bent, your head on your elbow like a pillow. Perhaps a relaxed face or a smile on your face for having taken time out of your day to practice yoga. And then getting ready to sit up. Sitting up cross-legged if that works for you. If not, any other way will do. Let's move head and neck from side to side. Rotating the shoulders a few times. Let's do some finger flexing, flexing the fingers down.
front of us, out to the side, and up to the ceiling. And let's take that into a simple twist. Left hand behind you, right hand to the outside of the left knee. Looking back over your shoulder, over your left shoulder. And let's come to the center and onto the other side. And coming to the center, making circles with the face or figure-headed neck rotations. Opposite direction. And bring the arms out, palms facing up. Inhaling up. And exhaling, palms to the chest, pranam. And namaste, which means my soul bows to your soul. I honor the higher self in you. This was our class for today. Thank you for joining us. And in only 30 minutes, we have a meditation class online on Zoom. If you haven't signed up, you can go back into the email from last weekend or go onto the members page. And tonight will be a meditation technique called meditation on the sky, formless meditation on the sky. It's always a wonderful technique to do. And Barta will lead us through that. And there's always an audio being played of Ramakrishnanandaji. That's always a treat to do that. And that's happening at 5:30. So you have a quick break. And hope you can take the meditation class as well. And I'll say goodbye for now. Hopefully seeing you next Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Have a great week and be safe. Namaste.